So I got a question from a student asking what are the best ways to detox. She knows that she's been exposed to a lot of environmental toxins over the years and she wants to get healthier. She wants to start detoxing. So she said, you know, I'm doing this and this, but what else should I be doing? And this is a very good question. So what I want to do is I want to give you my top 5 tips for detoxing. Okay, and I think this advice will probably conflict with a lot of stuff out there, but this is speaking from a lot of clinical and firsthand experience working with students, helping them detox. Okay, so the most fundamental thing, tip number 1, what you got to understand is that your body is working to detoxify itself all the time. 24/7, your liver and your kidneys and your blood are working to filter out the heavy metals, the synthetic chemicals, just anything that's harmful. Your body is working at getting rid of it, but it can only do so much at a time. And the fact is that in the 21st century, we are exposed to so much toxicity on a daily basis that for most people, the body is overwhelmed. It's actually accepting more toxins in than it can expunge in a given time frame. So what does it do? It stores these toxins in the liver, in the gallbladder, and other areas of the body. Okay? And so it does the best that it can, but it's getting overloaded with toxins, and ultimately it's taking on more than it's putting out. And so what that means is that if you want to start putting out more than you're taking in, you have to reduce the amount that you're taking in and let the body do its job of detoxing. It does it itself. The idea that you can take something and it will detoxify you is actually not a good idea. We'll get to that later. But the main idea is that you want to support your body doing its thing. It naturally detoxifies, but it can't do that if you are toxifying it more than you are allowing it to detox. So, tip number 2, eat a whole food plant-based diet. So this is food that grows out of the ground and off of a tree. Okay, fresh fruits and vegetables are going to be your best bet. Animal products have lots of toxins in them. These animals have been, eating their own lifetime of toxic food, being exposed to toxic chemicals, being exposed to other animals' waste, and your body sees it as a threat. And we can actually find that when people eat animal products, we can observe their white blood cell count goes up because their immune system is immediately after eating it, because their immune system is mounting a defense response. So a plant-based diet, that also means no processed foods, okay? The Oreos, the cookies, anything that is made in a plant is not going to be as good as something that is a plant, okay? This also means refined sugar, refined oil. Oil is not a plant. It doesn't grow in nature, okay? It's going to impede your body's ability to detoxify itself. So fruits, vegetables, leafy greens, legumes, nuts, seeds, grains. I would tend to advise gluten-free grains, and I would tend to advise organic on all of those. But and of course, fresh fruits and vegetables, whole, fresh, ripe, raw, organic, are going to be the best. But whole plant foods in general is a good place to draw the line. And if you really need to detox hard, the more you fine-tune that down to raw, fresh fruits and vegetables. Okay. Tip number 3. Okay, drinking fresh water. So many people underestimate the importance of drinking fresh water. And I live in a city where the drinking water is at particulate 480 parts per million on average. And just so you know, the US EPA sets the standard of what is drinkable at 500 parts per million. So the water here is barely drinkable. And I definitely do not want to drink the tap water in most places. I used to live in Berkey, California, where they got the ppm down to like 20. That was tap water you can drink, but most places around the world, you can't drink the tap water. And so that is more of a toxic load that your body has to work at getting rid of, that it can't detoxify what's already in you. So I recommend either reverse osmosis filtered water, which you can usually buy at stores. You don't need to buy your own filter. You can just buy it for 35 cents a gallon or something like that at health food stores. You can get a Berkey water filter. This is not something I make any kind of commission off or sell, but those are really good. That's a static filter. It doesn't have any moving parts. Very high quality, very good tasting water, and gets a lot of the heavy metal particulate out of there. Okay, so the Brita filter is not cutting it. I mean, that's getting the big stuff, but there's still plenty of toxins in the Brita water. You want to be drinking seriously clean water. Do you have to invest in a Kangen or anything like that? No, I think that's a little bit overkill, and I have my reasons why I think Kangen is a little overhyped, but that's beyond the scope of this video. The important thing is to drink the cleanest water you can reasonably get, okay? And I recommend reverse osmosis or a Berkey type filter. Number 4, switching to non-toxic cleaning products and cosmetics. Most cleaning products and cosmetics have synthetic chemicals. In the cleaning products, they're there to kill the bacteria and viruses, okay? That's what they do. They're toxic to the bacteria. Well, guess what? To a small degree, they're also toxic to you, okay? And so when you come in contact with, you breathe in the fumes, or you get it on your skin, or you somehow get it in your mouth, those toxins enter your body, and then that's more work for your body to try to detoxify those. And if you remember, we're trying to reduce our toxic load on ourselves so that our organs, our kidneys and our liver and all that can do the work of flushing out the toxins the best it can without continuous outside interference. Cosmetics, oh my God, toxic as all get out as well. Not something I'm an expert on what brands are the best for either one. I think Melaleuca makes great cleaning products. That's what I use. Again, not an ad for Melaleuca. There are lots of non-toxic options out there, but you want stuff with organic, water-soluble ingredients, okay? Last thing number 5 for detoxing would be minimizing your exposure to electromagnetic frequencies, okay? Turn your Wi-Fi off at night or when you're not using it. Turn your cell phone off, turn your TV off, turn your computer off when you're not using it. Minimize the amount of time you're exposed to this wireless radiation. This stuff has been shown to open up the blood-brain barrier so toxins get into your brain, cause all kinds of issues with your body's ability to uptake and transport oxygen, and ultimately inhibit your body's ability to detoxify itself. So, limit your exposure to EMFs, okay? Now, bonus item, because we talked about all the things you can do to help your body detoxify itself. I want to talk about probably the most important thing here is that what you should not do, okay? Because people think that like, oh, I have toxins in my body, so if I just take this detox formula, whether it's a detox tea or an herbal tincture or a pharmaceutical or some sort of chemical, or whoever was selling it online, drink this detox formula and then it detoxes me and I get the toxins out of my system. This is a bad idea, okay? Because your body is already detoxifying itself and prioritizing what to detoxify and at what rate to expunge it already without your interference. You understand that if you've been living for 50 years and you have a lifetime of fast food and cigarettes stored in your liver, that if your liver just dumped that all in your bloodstream right now, you would die, okay? So the toxicity has to be released at an even pace. It can't just all happen instantaneously because if too much toxicity gets dumped into the bloodstream, it will kill you. And so a lot of these herbal formulas and tinctures, and I'm not going to call out any specific practitioners or any specific product lines because they're all the same to me. You are messing with your body's innate wisdom. You are telling it that these chemicals somehow know better, when in fact they don't. And I've had a lot of people approach me and say, you know what, I did this detox formula and ended up getting kidney stones or ended up in the ER with heart palpitations because basically their body detoxified too fast because it pulled these toxins out of their liver or wherever they were stored into the bloodstream, and they had a pathogenic reaction to it. It caused them harm. So stay away from the actual detoxification herbal formulas, tinctures, supplements. Let your body do its thing. It's working on its own schedule. It takes time, but it can happen. Hope that was helpful, you guys. Catch you next video. I have a special gift for you. The Autoimmune Recovery Blueprint is everything I wish I had 10 years ago when I came down with an autoimmune disease and doctors couldn't help me. Condense it down into a 12-page ebook, yours free when you sign up for my email list.